Yeah, welcome to Stand Linux for Beginners. Okay, in today's class, what we are going to understand, right? One is Linux directory architecture, and what else? Basic Linux commands. Basic
Okay,
Linux commands. Okay, okay. So let's discuss these things in detail in today's session. Okay.
okay,
So,
sir.
so before I start this session, I would like to understand your knowledge on directory structure. Okay. Do you know about Windows directory structure? How it will be? Uh, yeah, I will just show you. Okay. If I show you, yeah, this is Windows directory structure. Okay. And it has got C drive, D drive, and yeah, it will be divided into drives. And if you
Okay,
go to drives, there will be directories. And directories can have another directory or another file, right? That will be the hierarchy. What I'm trying to tell you is the core, the root directory is C drive. And then from there, the directory starts. Okay. And from there the folders start. Instead of directory, I will use the name folders. So in C drive you have folders, and yeah, such as drivers, perflogs, program files, and users and all. Okay, yeah. uh, so this is the organization of how Windows organizes the files. So the hard disk is divided into drives: C drive, D drive, E drive, and some other user defined drives. And then each drive will have its own directories and files. Okay. Nitish, looks like your video is on. I can see you're eating something. Yeah.
Bro,
You
off
understood,
ಮಾಡ್ದೆ.
you understood, right? How the directories are organized in Windows. So the
yes,
whole
sir.
disk is divided into 4 drives, different drives. And then those drives will have directories and files. And you know that if I can create any number of directories within each directory, right? I can
Yes, sir.
create 100 directories, 1000 directories. Yeah, the hierarchy goes like that. So if you want to see in the command line, I will open Windows command prompt. Okay. I think all of you are aware. Command prompt. Okay. Now this is the command prompt. You can see here, right? C drive. And then there is a folder called users. And then there is a folder called Chandra. So this is how the directories and files are organized here. So if I want to list out the files in my directory, I will just do dir command. Dir command will list out. So I have these folders. Okay. So if I want to go to another directory, I will do change directory. CD means change directory. CD to desktop. There is a folder here called desktop. You can see the details here. It says these are all directories. It says here in the last second column. I'll go to desktop, CD to desktop, and then I'll do dir means it will list out the files in Windows. So these are the files which are available in my desktop. You got the command, right? CD to desktop. If I want to come to Chandra directory again, I will type CD double dot. It will come to previous directory. So this is how you can spawn through the directories and files within Windows command prompt. You're understanding, right, Masood and Nitish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the similar way, Linux has got a different way of creating and handling the directories and files. Okay. If you want to see that architecture, how Linux creates the directories and yeah, how is the organization of the Linux directory structure, I just downloaded one architecture diagram. Let me see. Yeah, I think it is in Masood. Yeah, basics. Yeah, this is the diagram. I think it's not yet opened. Yeah, it is opened. Yeah, this is the directory structure of a Linux file system. This is called as the root. Root means you know the meaning of root, right? It is something which plant stands on. The plant is sticked into the soil by using root. This directory is called as root directory. This is the mother directory of all the things. From there, the directory starts dividing. There is a directory called bin, sbin, etc, home, boot, lib, opt, MNT, media, and SRV. These are some of the different directories. So what I'm trying to tell you is the root directory. I mean, the root directory means the core directory is denoted by just a slash. From there, other directory starts. Let's open the Linux command prompt, okay? And we'll see, okay? I will go to the root directory. The same command here, cd/. This is the root directory. Okay. To list of the files in this directory, I will use ls command. Ls means list, okay? I will do just ls. Okay. So this has got these many directories. So all the files which are indicated with blue color, they're all directories. Okay. You have boot, dev, home, media, and all these are the directories. And there are some special meaning for each directories. I mean, there are some special files which are stored in each directories. I will just explain you that. Bin directory will have binaries. Binaries means, you know, right? They're executables.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bin directory will have binaries. Sbin will also have binaries. They're system binaries. Okay. So just understand that bin and sbin has got the binaries. Binaries are nothing but commands. See, I will show you. I did ls, right? Ls is a command. Command means it is also an executable. I'm running in the command prompt. If I want to see where is ls command, I will do which ls. So it points out the place here. It is located in user bin ls. Okay, if you do ls /user bin ls, it lists off the ls. So ls command is in user bin. So what I'm trying to tell you is bin, sbin, all these directories will have binaries or executables or commands itself. You can say that commands are existing in these directories. Yeah, etc will have configuration files.
Sir,
yeah.
Difference between user binary and system binaries.
Yeah, user binaries means so consider you compiled an application and you have the command. Okay.
Okay.
Command in the sense executable. You compiled an application and you have an executable, and you can copy it to bin directory. They are all user binaries. System binaries means while you install the Linux, by default, some executables will come, some commands will come with the Linux installation. So they are nothing binaries. But SBin, system binaries.
Okay.
Yeah. etc means it will have some configuration files. I will tell you about the etc directory in detail in upcoming sessions. Okay. Anyhow, I'm covering all the details, whatever you don't know. Okay. And /dev will have device directories, device files. Okay. I will tell you about dev directory. Device files in the means each file, each device in Linux is treated as file actually. Each device in Linux is treated as file. Writing into the device is nothing but writing into the file. Okay. Yeah, there are some other directories. Don't worry about them. Just understand that bin, sbin, has got the binaries, and boot has got the files which are needed for booting the Linux operating system. Okay. Lib means we know system libraries. Libraries means which are collection of functions and code, and they are compiled and they are kept it in the library. Okay. So yeah, I can say that printf is present in libc.so library, which is present in /lib directory. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there are some additional directories like opt, MNT, and MNT is a mount directory. I will tell you later about all these details. If I tell you now, you will get confused. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And media, when you connect a pen drive, it is available in media directory. By default, pen drive will be available in media directory. Okay. Okay. Yeah, one more thing I want to tell you is the important directory is home directory. Home directory is the very important directory because when you create a user, you know, right? Windows and Linux both supports multi-user operate features actually. Both are multi-user
Yes.
operating systems. It means many users can be used the same system.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. For example, consider I have a user called Masood in my Linux system. Okay.
Okay.
When I create a user with Masood, it creates a directory in the home folder. I will show you. If you go to my home directory here, home, there is a directory called CBS. Okay. CBS is the username. It means Chandrasekhar BS. CBS is the username. So if you go to home directory in your Linux laptop and if you see home, you will have a directory in your username. Consider I have created another user called Nitish. Okay. So if I create another user called Nitish, there will be one more folder created called Nitish here. If I do ls, Nitish will come here. So it means whenever, so this is the home directory for all the users. Home directory in the sense, home page, right? In
Yes.
yeah, that is the home directory for all the users. From there, the folder structure starts for the users. I don't have any files in the CBS folder. Okay, because this is Windows. I am running Ubuntu on Windows and I don't have Windows. I don't have any files in the Ubuntu which is running on Windows. Okay, I think you got a fair idea about the directory structure of Linux, right? Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay, and yeah, I'll go to bin. Okay, always start with a slash. Slash is the root directory. Okay, slash is the root directory. Always start from slash. And if I want to go to my home directory, home CBS. Yeah, how I'm getting this text is I press H. Okay, and then I press tab. If I press tab, it will go through all the folders which are started with H. Okay, and it will appear there. I will just press C and press tab. Okay, it shows CBS. Okay, this is the way we can spawn through the directories and files very faster. And one more thing, if I say dot means current directory, double dot means previous directory. Okay, home CBS. Okay, I have a folder called home CBS. So if I do CD double dot, it goes to previous directory, which is home. You can see here, right? It went to home. PWD means it prints the present working directory, in which directory you are currently residing in. Okay. So I am residing in home directory. Yeah, I'll go to CBS now. CBS. Okay. Yeah, this is CBS. So if I say PWD, present working directory, it shows I am in home CBS. Okay. There is one more way I can go to CBS is cd./CBS. What I'm trying to tell you here is double dot means previous directory, single dot means current directory.
Current directory.
Yeah. See, CBS is in home folder only. So I am adding dot and slash and CBS. Dot means present directory. From the present directory, I am going to CBS. CBS. So now you got a fair idea, right? How to go through the directories and files inside the command prompt in Linux, right?
Yes.
There is some noise. Yeah, Nitish and Masood, now you got the fair idea, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you can spawn through the directories and files inside the Linux. Yeah, let's think of the commands now. This is about the basic understanding of Linux directory structures. Okay. Let's list out some commands, okay? What are the commands you need? One is the basic commands I will list out, okay? CD command. CD to go to different directories, and ls to list out the files and directories in the current directory. And what else I can tell? I will tell one more command, cat. Okay, cat is to view the files. Okay, view the files. And what else I can tell is PWD, present working directory. Okay. And then CD we already saw, dot, double dot, and top command, head, tail. Yeah, let's discuss these commands. Okay, I'm just giving a high level idea about these commands, because if you understand these basic commands, you will get a fair idea to understand the complex commands in the Linux.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, CD you already understood, right? The first command. Okay, CD takes path as the input. Okay, CD, this is the path, home CBS. CD, home CBS, this is the path. So CD takes path as the input. So I will go to home. Okay, I will not give any input. I will just press CD. Okay, by default it goes to home directory. If you just press CD. This is about CD command. Yeah, ls. ls is another command, another very useful command which is used to list out the files and directories. Okay, so now I will create a file. Okay, vim is not there, I think. Yeah, va is there. Va, hello. So this is one file, or no file name. Okay, now I will create one more file, vim2, with name hi Nitish. Okay, so if I want to see how many files are in the current directory, I have created two files. One is 1 and other one is 2.
Yes,
one
sir.
is with hello Masood, other one is with hello
Yes.
Nitish. Okay, if I do ls, you can see two files here, 1 and 2. If you do ls minus l, long list, okay, it will give several details. The file number 1 is having 13 byte size, and file number 2 is having 11 byte size.
Okay.
Okay, so there are many options. Ls command is a very big command actually. So we need to know what is required for us. We don't need much actually. If you see ls minus l, see the options here.
Oh.
You can see, right? How many
Yes,
options
sir.
are there? So you cannot learn a single command completely. We should understand only whatever is required. Okay. So we are passing only ls minus l as the option. Minus l. It means long list. Okay. So we understood CD and ls command. Let's see cat command. Okay. So cat is the command which is used to view the text files. Cat1. Cat with file name. Okay. Cat1. It means it prints the contents of the file. File1. Cat2. It prints the content of the second file. You got right how I'm printing the content?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now what I'm trying to, cat can be, yeah, cat can take many inputs, but here we are giving only one input, cat and file path. Okay. So I can do a cat in this way. So cat /home CBS1. It prints the same. I'm giving the complete path here. Cat /home CBS2. I'm giving the complete path from the root folder. This is the root folder. / is the root folder. Home CBS2. This is the path of this file.
Okay, sir.
So this is about cat command. Let's see what else, because yeah, PWD. PWD command prints the present working directory where I am. I am here. I am in home CBS directory. If I go to home, this is, I'm going to previous directory. If I do PWD, it prints only home. I am in home directory. This is the way you can spawn and the directories, and you can go through the directories and files, and yeah, you can spawn through.
Okay.
So there are some other commands, top, head, and tail. Yeah, I will run the top command. Yeah. Top command lists out the processes which are running in the applications which are running in the system. Okay. So here there are only 4 applications running in this Ubuntu because other applications are running on Windows. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Top is to display the status
Applications
of,
running in the system.
yeah. If you give top minus D1, D means delay and 1 means 1 second. For every 1 second, it gets refreshed. It gives many information here. Okay, we will see all this information next time. Okay, it is giving many information. See, 7.9 GB of memory, 2.4 GB is free, 5.33 GB is used, 224 MB is being used for buffer and cache. Don't worry about this. Okay, it is giving much information. You got right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is about top command. Head and tail. Head means it will show the top part of the file. Tail means it shows the bottom part of the file. I will give you an example. So this is in CBS directory. I will open one. Okay. I'll create I copy pasted those lines. Okay. If I do cat to this file, it is big actually. So if I do head, yeah, let me do this. I'll rename this as head and I will show this as tail. Okay. Head 1. Okay, head 1. It shows the top part, top 10 lines. Okay, head means top. Tail 1 means it lists of bottom 10 lines. Okay. This way you can see the files and all in the command line. Yeah, you need to practice lot of commands. So I will show you one thing. Linux command reference card. Yeah. If you see here, let me search for PDF file. File type PDF. Yeah. This is a PDF. Yeah, you can see how many commands they are listed, right? ls for directory listing, ls minus l or ls minus al, cd for changing the directory. Just cd will change to cd. Pwd shows the current directory. Mkdir creates a new directory. Mkdir and the directory name. Let's try this command. Okay. Where are we? We are in home CBS. Mkdir Masood. Okay. Now a directory is created with the name Masood. Okay. Mkdir Masood. RM is to remove the file. I'll remove file number 1. Okay. RM1. This file is deleted. You can see. Okay. If you want to delete a directory, it is RM minus. You have to give recursive. I mean R Masood. So it will delete Masood folder. Okay. Now copying file. This is also important. Copy Nitish 2 to 1. So I'm copying file number 2 with a new file name 1 or 11. Okay. So a new file is created here with 11. And if you see the contents of that, it is same as the content of file 2 because I copied from file 2 to file 1.
Okay, sir.
You got the things right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these things are about the commands. I'm not going to explain you all the commands in this. Try to learn the file commands. Today, try to learn these commands and execute these commands in your Linux terminal, okay? We are covering a section
Okay.
called file commands. Try to complete the file commands today, okay?
Okay.
We'll see other commands later. I mean, in the next session, we'll complete this, okay? Yeah. It is giving the information as well. See here, touch command, touch and file name, create or update a file. It creates a new file. Yeah, if you have any doubts, or you ask me, okay? I'm available.
Okay. Sir. Okay. Sir.